tight. If the skin is tight, there's
Preparing
no
to
wrinkles
shear
on it.
the
If
sheep.
there's no wrinkles, I'm not going to cut it. That's the left hand's job. Don't you cut that
Right
sheep.
position
The
there on the
machine
back.
is very sharp. Now shaving, nicks and cuts, they can happen. But we work very hard to try and make sure they don't. And to help us, sheep have got a few interesting little buttons. Folks, if you imagine this leg here, if this is in this position, that's not shearable, right? Too many wrinkles there. So what you do is just use this little button here and watch this wonderful leg extension. Just like this. Bang. Right? Nice and tight, you can shear that. Right, here we go one more time. Okay, that's a really useful button to know, blokes. See me after the show. But this next one is very good for self-defense. This is what we call the karate kick. Goes like this. Okay. One more time for the people of Valium. Okay, wave hello to the kids. Hi kids in the front.
Bit of preparation there.
Okay, so those little buttons don't hurt.
Ways to shear, the best ways, positions, and
no cuts, so I'm ready
get
to
around those
start.
legs.
I don't know, any intelligent people out there might have noticed I've got a problem here. I'm really not in the right place. Okay, so I'm going to have to move the sheep. I'm going to just pull over there. I'm just going to use a little technique. It's quite important to have the technique right that I've learned since I've been in the UK. This next bit is what happens on the Norfolk coast when the pubs close on a Saturday night. All right, darling, come on. Coming home with me, love. Lie back, think of it. Get over before you know it. Let's get on with it. So, when you're shearing here, you always start on the breast cut. Work your way down into the belly.
Down the breast
remember
there.
the left hand's jaw. Coming up behind the machine, pulling the skin tight. Not the other way around. Never pull the wool. Never ever pull the wool. That's the wrong way around. Now, always a good idea, before you start shearing, have a little look and check whether it's a boy or a girl. Okay, you know, farmers are allowed to make a mistake. It happens from time to time. If a little boy slips in amongst the girls, there's a chance you could be removing bits that shouldn't come off. So that's the belly wool done. We'll throw it to the side. And then you start working your way down into this bikini line area here. Now actually, all this wool from the belly and bikini line, we'll keep that separate. And that's because, let me just show these kids here. Look at this little dingleberry. I don't know if you can see this one actually, it's very small. But can you see that little black bit there, kids? That's what you call a Klingon. Okay? This is what happens if you don't use toilet paper, right? Horrible smelly stuff. And I'll tell you something else, your mom and dad, they're going to hear you coming. Because all of that stuff, when it gets bigger and heavier, that rattles when you run. Yeah, it's pretty awful. So all the stuff in the belly and bikini line that goes into the smelly bag, still useful though, because that gets turned into felt. So the next time you're using a felt pen, that's a sheep's bottom. Right there, okay? So I'm just tidying up, finishing this little bikini line area here. Now just for the ladies today, ladies in the audience only, you know, summer's here, you might be going on holiday. If you're thinking I'm doing a half-tidy job here on the bikini line, just come and see me after the show. Show special today on the bikini lines, 50 pence. Don't panic if you're strapped for cash. We'll loan you the money. Short-term investment. So, what I've done is just lock the leg in place there, which means I could bravely go where no man has gone before. I'm just going to flick the wool back because they're always a little bit shy, and then just step forward and start working your way up the neck of the sheep, just like this. Get to that point, break it apart, and now I can't carry on like this. She's in the wrong position. Remember, everything that we do is for the benefit of the sheep. So I'm going to stick my leg in between hers, bend her around my knee so that skin is nice and tight. Remember, it's all about trying to get rid of those little wrinkles and then start working your way around the body of the sheep. Coming into the underarm here now, folks, you always pay special attention here because obviously they don't like going away looking too European by the time you're done. Right. And then what you can do is just start laying the sheep down and working your way into what's called the long blows. Now, why do we shear our sheep? Guys, have you got any idea? Do you know what the biggest killer of our sheep is today? Come on, have you not heard of the barbecue? Well, that's the biggest one. Second biggest killer is actually this wool. Now, I can do it in two ways. First way is this little guy can actually get stuck on its back. But if it does get stuck on its back and a fox or a crow or even a seagull finds it, before the farmer does, I'm afraid that is all over, Red Rover. But the biggest killer of our sheep with this unnaturally long wool, something called a fly. Now if a fly finds this little guy with this wool on it, they love it. If they lay the little babies in there, guys, called maggots,
that's right,
would kill a sheep in under a week.
Yeah.
5 days. That's all it's going to take. This is the moral of the story. We put the wool onto the sheep's back. It's actually up to us to take it off. Very simple. Now, here's another thing. Anyone worried about this little sheep getting cold or getting wet? Come on. You really don't care about him? No, I know you do. I'm just going to tell you, thank you. You don't have to worry.
Quite
the first thing that's going to happen when I get the wool off it is that its skin is actually going to thicken threefold in under. Actually, I'm just going to pop its head out of it because I've only just met it. Well done, coming to the last bit. Now, its skin will triple in size, thickens threefold in under 48 hours, keeping their little sheep warm. The only wool a sheep needs to handle any weather that your lovely climate can throw at it is 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and she'll grow that back in under a fortnight, 2 weeks. Now she's got something else. Ladies in the audience, can you see all the lovely yellow colour here in the wool? Do you know what this lovely yellow colour is? That's lanolin. Every day, ladies, you're whacking on sheep grease. This is the best thing for our skin. Right here, it's in your lipsticks, eyeshadows, shower gels, shaving creams. Pretty much everything we put on ourselves got that yellow in it, right? Waterproofing. Not getting it cold, skin thickening threefold. Not getting it wet. Lanolin's going to keep it nice and dry. No nicks, no cuts. And the little sheep will live for another year because I took the wool off it. So who wants to see a naked sheep? See, I told you there'd be a few. Don't have it down. Okay.
No,
there we go. Actually, this is quite a powerful one. I'm just going to open this cubby hole before I let up. Here you go, love. Come on. Hey. Yeah. First haircut it's ever had. Come on, give it a clap. Not bad.
Yeah. Shearing. Yeah.
So don't panic, look. It's not an oven. You're all right.
Essential part of
it. Done in a couple of hours. Now what you're left with is the wool. Like our shearers don't do anything with this. Someone else got a wool roller. Come along, pull this out from between my legs and take it over to a big table.
Yes, roll that
throw
up.
it out like a bit of a woolly blanket.
Ready for the
and then they roll
wool bag.
Now, can we see the whole shape of the sheep here? Let's have a look. I think the head was here. What do you think? Back leg, not bad at all. So the wool roller does that, throws it out, and then they tuck the sides in and roll it up like a sleeping bag.
Just be careful with that because it shouldn't be damaged.
To the top, if you're unsure of which side the bottom is, really easy test. That's the bottom. Okay, you put the felting wool in there, the little dingleberries, so they get the full value of the fleece. Roll it up nice and tight, like I said, sleeping bag. Now, where I come from, we call these guys wool rollers, right? Or shed handers, because they can be handy in a shed. Do you know what you call them over here? And I love this bit, agricultural wool technicians. I love it. Welcome to the UK. It's great. It's a vital job as well. So we've got a lovely fleece here. Now this could be carpeting, upholstery, insulation, woolly jumpers, all of this stuff. Guys, did you know every single plane in the sky is insulated with this wool?
Or New Zealand.
Every plane. Not only does this keep you warm in the air, this is naturally fire retardant. Right?
Yeah.
A fire will not spread through wool. Right? It only smoulders, which is great news. If you survive the crash, it's pretty handy. Right? So all this sort of stuff. But this is actually lamb's wool. Best wool that'll ever grow. Maybe a kilo, maybe a couple of kilos there. A couple of kilos of lamb's wool, 3 to 4 woolly jumpers. That's quite a lot, isn't it? What do you think the farmer gets for that? 50p.
Yeah, not a lot.
Scotland. 50p. Actually, a couple of years ago, you'd been spot on. Now the price has gone up. This is really good news, actually. And at the moment, it's gone down a little bit again. But at the moment, for this quality of wool, you might be getting £1 to £1.20 per kilo.
£1.20.
Let's just say 2 kilos. Let's be generous. Let's say you might get £2.50 for this fleece. Now, how much did he pay me? How much did he pay me to shear it? Not enough. I get £1.50. The wool roller gets some money. They need it. It's an important job. They get 50 pence to roll up. It can cost him
not a lot of money in it.
£2 to get his sheep shorn. Right?
Labour of love.
Large numbers. So he's making money. He's making 50 pence. Would you guys do anything for 50 pence? Besides the bikini lines. Well, that's it. I'll tell you what. Farmers wouldn't either. Now, it's not all bad news because they are making some money out of it. They're doing more than breaking even mostly. But what I'm trying to tell you is they're not shearing their sheep for the money. They're shearing because they have to.
Yeah.
If you don't shear your sheep once in 12 months at least, That's animal cruelty. It really is. So enough about the boring stuff on the wall. I'm going to put it to the front. If anybody wants to feel how soft it is after the show, please do. Remember to wash your hands though, kids, because they don't bath. And also remember to feel for that lanolin. The best thing for our skin. This time of year, my hands are so soft. They really belong on a woman's body, to be honest.